Hey everybody, it's Bagel here, and today I'm going to bring you a kind of recap video, but it's actually just recapping one player's attacks, because one of our guys, he had two accounts in the war yesterday, our No Dip League war versus Awesome Clasher, a first round of the semi-pro playoffs, holla back, so we did manage to win, and a lot of it was due to this player. In fact, he got the Town Hall 9 12 pack. Okay, so that's 4 different attacks, and he used 4 different strategies. We're going to look at them right here, but I just want to touch on the importance of Town Hall 9 in No Dip League Wars. So, most of the time you say Town Hall 9s, they can't win wars, they can't lose wars, but in this league, they definitely can win or lose you the war. There's been so many war results that I've seen in this league where the difference is those Town Hall 9s. If you don't clear 9s, then oftentimes you're going to lose the war, especially if your opponent clears 9s. So it's very important that 9s are solid, and these are some very solid hits. So let's take a look. We'll start from the bottom here. So he did attack number 41st on the natural. Let's take a look at it. I like to call him Savens because when he first joined the clan, his in-game name was Savens, then he changed it like a doofus, but Savens right here, he did this attack. It's half dragons, half hogs. The only time I've ever seen that before was when way back in the day when I was at Town Hall 8 and I had like a terrible clan and someone was like, oh, dragons are so strong and hogs are so strong, I'm gonna put them together. You just don't really think to do this, but he is doing this. He added a queen walk here to kind of deal with the defensive CC. It's got a couple baby dragons and a Valk in it. So as you can see, he kind of started the funnel at the top with his king and then is using the queen walk to just keep everything moving because dragons do tend to be a bit slow. He raged up the healers and the queen and dropped his poisons for that clan castle right there. From here, he's going to move forward a little bit to take out the defending heroes. Because the queen, especially when there's hogs, like dragons don't mind, but there's only 4 dragons. And maybe the hogs will get to the queen first, so he does want to take those out. So right there, he had to pop the ability for the queen to take out the king. The dragons have started going straight into 2 sweepers, but he's putting down a rage to kind of combat those. Just took out the defending queen as well. And then he's going to start his hogs on the back side here because it's just a big long ring or a big long line of air defense. So it's kind of, the dragons will take care of the half of the base that don't have the air defense, and the hogs will take care of the half of the base that do have the air defense. Just a really neat way to kind of approach this attack. Yeah, the dragons are kind of cleanup. They're not the best cleanup because they're very slow. They just were able to power through that the first little bit right there. He does actually lose all of his hogs. And he has 1 dragon up there for cleanup. The queen is actually the clutch right here. But as you can kind of see where this attack is going to go, so I'm going to speed up this a little bit to kind of save the time on this video. We'll 4 times it. I mean, the queen she gets through the rest of it because she's still got healers up. But again, an interesting way to approach a base if you do see that where all the air defense are on one side and kind of the wizard towers on the other side. Maybe you could try taking hogs and dragons at it. So let's look at the next one here. It's going to be number 37. So this attack, he is going to use a Queen Walk Lalo or a Queen Charge Lalo. He's got a couple wall breakers in his army, so we'll see where he decides to break her in. But as you can see, he put down the queen, the healers, and a baby dragon on one side to funnel her. He wants her to go up rather than around to the 3 o'clock. Really gotta learn my times on a clock. I'm so bad at that. Whenever anyone says, oh, the 10 o'clock or the 7:45, I'm just like, okay. So, as you can see, he set down a rage on his queen and the healers and a poison on the clan castle, taking that out first. Of course, anytime you're doing a Lalo and there is a trash CC, it's not a hound, you do have to take out the clan castle. Otherwise, you gotta be very good with your poison spells, and that is just very difficult with how quickly a Lalo moves. So he's setting down his king as well to kind of help out. It's developing a little bit. He put down a minion on the builder's hut. Very important to get those builder's huts clear. I've seen so many attacks fail on time or Yeah, mostly on time, just because of that one builder hut in the corner. But he's broken in here to try to destroy the enemy queen. I don't know why I said destroy, but he wants to kill the enemy queen right there. So drops another rage on the queen, doesn't have to use her ability yet, got 2 air defense, getting a sweeper, and then he's starting his Lalo on top of his king to try to save his king for cleanup. So again, another very big thing in a lot of these attacks is getting your cleanup started on time. If you can just save your king, he's already started. There you go. So he is hasting in the balloons, just trying to speed them across to the side of the base with the air defense on him. He's not even going to have all of his hounds pop. This is just, there's so much left up on this attack. It is ridiculous. Queen is still up with healers. There's 2 hounds that didn't pop. Are they going to pop? No, they're not. The king is almost full health with a bunch of his little barbs running around. He's got a bunch of minions, a bunch of little pups. Just so much left up on this base, and there's nothing left. So I'm going to speed up this cleanup because you can definitely tell that it was just destroyed. Very, very good attack right there. So that's 2 different strategies. Dragons on Hogs, Lalo. The next one right here is on number 30. What is he going to use here? This one is another Lalo, but this time there is no Queen Walk. So this one is a Suicide Lalo. So he does want to drop the heroes there, and he doesn't bring a skeleton spell this time. A lot of times on Sui Lalos you do see the skeleton spell, but the queen is far enough on the side where he can just kill her with his heroes while getting a couple defenses, and then it also pulls the clan castle quite easily, so he'll just drop a poison and kill the clan castle, and that's basically everything. With these Sui Lalos, you get, if you can get this much value out of your opener, you're just your heroes, you have so much space for these hounds and these loons. This was not a fresh attack, so he does drop a balloon on the Troll Tesla at the top, but I think it's a lot better. I prefer doing Sui Lalos on cleanups, just so I know the CC. But he just sends in his hounds, he's hasting his loons, and so many haste spells here. He's got 1 down already, and dropping another. He still has 2 that he can drop. So just getting everything to kind of rotate around the base together now. There are a couple Teslas on the back there, but he has a rage and a heal still. And there's still the max hound that has not popped. There's just so much to use on this base. So much. Okay, so he's dropped the rage and the heal. He still has a haste spell to drop. And as you can see, there's not really that much left up. It's just the 1 air defense, which he dropped a balloon into, just because his main pack of balloons over here weren't going to get to the air defense until after the hound had long gone popped. So that was that attack, doing a Sui Lalo for the 3rd strategy. Let's speed up the rest of this attack. Again, there's so many pups, so many minions, so many balloons left up. Still has a haste spell that he didn't use. Just gonna swag that right there. Didn't even need it. And then the last attack strategy we're gonna look at up here is on base 25. This one is dragons. So no hogs in this one. It's not really mass dragons. It's like dragons and a couple loons, a couple funneling troops, a couple cleanup troops. So let's see what he does here. He's gonna suicide his heroes again for this, kind of like the Sui Lalo, but with dragons. Alright, so set his king and queen down, set down those wall breakers right there. Queen's gonna take down 1 air defense already. She's looking to take out another, and possibly a sweeper. And one of the very big deterrents of mass dragons, or of dragon attacks in general, are the sweepers, because again, dragons are so slow. They just run into sweepers, run into sweepers, run into sweepers. This time he's not prioritizing the CC, because he does have quite a few more dragons than last time, and dragons just, they don't care about witches or wizards. They just kill them. So he dropped the poison there just to slow them down a little, make sure they don't like move around too much, and then drops the drags. He actually has a max hound in the clan castle. Sorry, it's a drag Lalo. I didn't say that correctly at the beginning. Drag Lalo. So he has the dragons for kind of the top half of the base. I'm gonna say he didn't use the hogs this time because he was able to pick off 2 of the air defense. So his balloons and hound wouldn't be in too much danger. In the other one, there were just all the air defense on one side, so he needed to use the hogs there. But here, he's just kind of moving through the base. Dragon's taking care of the top half. That's basically done now. And then balloons and hounds. The hounds already popped, but balloons just kind of moving through the bottom half. He does still have one rage spell. He has to save that because the Tesla farm on the back side, he needs to save the rage for the dragons for when they get up to that point in the base. So he's actually going to have to sacrifice one of his dragons here just because he wouldn't get as much value out of the rage spell before that dragon died. And he'll save it for the 4 that he has left up. I think he started this with 8 dragons? I don't quite remember, but having half of them left up at the end of this raid is, again, very, very good. So, great attacks there. I was actually watching this live, and he was dropping his minions, and I was just screaming at my iPad, "Drop it on the builder's hut! Drop it on the builder's hut!" So we're gonna say he forgot that a little bit, but besides that, the attack was perfection. And he did obviously have enough time for his minions to scoot up there, but man, if he didn't get this, then it would have been okay because he would have been 3 out of 4 Town Hall 9. But with that attack, he did manage the 12 pack. 4 attacks, 4 3 stars. Just a solid effort from Town Hall 9 right here. So very, very good job, Savens. Excellent work. Great win. With this win, we do move on to the second round of the No Dip League not finals, the playoffs. So looking forward to next week. Hopefully I have another video out then, and thank you guys very much for watching. See you later. Bye.